Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here on our channel. And if you may not have noticed, I have changed the name to the channel to include more content that my personal hobbies and also more content that the business ourselves here at Easy Auctioning represents. We do have quite a selection of toys, action figures, and for the main part, and as well as Legos and other things, but comic books, magic cards, Pokemon cards. You've seen the videos for those. When I first did the channel, I started doing a mixture of cards and action figure videos, and I got away from the action figures for, I guess, just lack of, at the time, interest. But again, since I'm doing this on my time and I enjoy collecting several different things, one of which being vintage Star Wars action figures, I wanted to do a video about a collection that we recently purchased from a customer of ours. I was very excited to do and get the deal done. And this video is going to be all the carded action figures that we got from her collection, and I will do another video of all the hundreds of loose figures that we were able to purchase, and possibly some of the vehicles, playsets, and other Star Wars related merchandise. There were some Topps cards. There was a comic book, the #1 issue from Marvel. A lot of good stuff. But for this video, we're going to focus in on the vintage carded figures. And I have several piles. I'm going to move them to the side, and I'm going to start with the ones that were in poor condition or not so great, and they're going to be the ones that I'm going to list first and sell in time for Christmas. So keep an eye out. They probably are going to all go up on eBay. We do ship internationally, so if anyone out there watching these videos that lives outside the US, you can buy these from us on eBay, and we can ship using the global shipping program. But enough of that. Let's get into the video because there's a lot of figures and I don't want to have a 30-minute video. So I'm going to move the older ones over here and the ones that are in nicer condition. And we're going to start with, most of these are going to be either from Return of the Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back. Slide these piles over here. We'll take a look at the front and back of the card and the figure itself, and then move on to the next one. All right, so first up is this Return of the Jedi Ewok Lumet. Everything's going to be on card. This one's actually not that bad of condition. The corner's bad here, but the bubble's in really nice condition. The back, as you can see, let's see if I can get it more on camera here, is not bad. So actually, there's a little puncture right here. But all in all, this is not a bad figure. All right, next up is an Empire Strikes Back Imperial Commander. The bubble's yellowed and there's a dent in the side, some damage down here. Actually, it's like a little tear, creasing. The back has some creasing, but again, for something that is over 40 years old, it's not bad. All right, next up is Admiral Akbar. This card's pretty good too. His bubble's yellow. There's no cracks in it. His weapon has come out of the tape over here. All the weapons are usually taped on the side here. It's just over time the tape dries up or it just shakes out from being handled or moved. The back's in pretty good condition too. So this one's actually not that bad. This one's pretty bad. This is a Princess Leia Organa in the Bausch Bounty Hunter disguise. As you can see, the card is creased right down the middle pretty badly. It's like folded. Her bubble's yellow, but it is not cracked. A lot of these would crack up here by the helmet. And the back is pretty worn too. Damage over here. So this will be one of the first ones to get listed. Next up, this one's actually not bad either. The bubble's yellow, but it's on an unpunched card. This is IG-88 Bounty Hunter Droid. Those of you who are fans of The Mandalorian, it's basically the same model as IG-11, Assassin Droids. Back's not bad. That's actually a pretty nice figure. I might actually send that one in to get graded. This one's also not bad. I have this one in my personal collection. Mine's in better shape than this one. This one's, it's got like a damage here on the side. And the bubble's yellowed over time. He's got the green lightsaber. There was a blue lightsaber variation that I actually had when I was a kid, and I opened it. That one's worth a lot more because, as you know, he did not have a blue lightsaber in the movie. It was green. This one, not too bad, though. Next up is Wicket W. Warwick, another Ewok. This one, the card's it's not bad. It's got the price tag from a store wherever he or she got this from before. Bubble's yellowed. It's a little dent, but it's not cracked. Card's pretty good condition. So that's not a bad figure either. Here's a popular one a lot of people buy for armies. Biker Scout on the Jedi card. The bubble's dented up here. It's not clear, but it's not fully yellowed either. It's pretty good condition overall. The card's in pretty good shape too. All right, next up we have an Empire Strikes Back. Rebel Soldier in Hoth battle gear. The card's got some kind of discoloration or something up here. Bubble's yellowed, but it's not dented up. Doesn't seem to be any cracks. His weapon's still taped to the side. It's unpunched, but there's a punch hole here, a pinhole where somebody probably pinned it up on their wall. Not bad. Here's another nice one. Princess Leia Organa and her combat poncho from Return of the Jedi. Unpunched card. Yellow bubble. Weapon still taped. Bubble doesn't seem to be cracked. The back is in pretty good show. This is another one I may send in to get graded to increase the value. Here's a tri-logo Anakin Skywalker, Ghost of Anakin Skywalker figure. The bubble's dinged up a little bit, but it's not yellowed. The card's in pretty good shape. It is cracked. The bubble is cracked down here, though. All right, next up is a pretty common figure. Many people had a bunch of these because you could make a squad and reenact the battle from Return of the Jedi. So Rebel Commando. The bubble's yellowed, but it is very strong. Doesn't feel cracked. No dents. The card's in pretty good shape too. All right. This one's in pretty rough shape. This is a Logray, the Ewok Medicine. Is it Medicine Man? Medicine. I don't know. I don't remember. But his bubble's all dented up. There's cracks in it. The card's all just. Again, this is going to be one of the first things to get listed. Because this is just, just sell it. Get rid of it. Here's another one. The bubble has been smushed and it's kind of damaged the little cardboard that he stands on in the package. It's the AT-AT Commander, otherwise known as General Veers. He's the only unmasked human in these AT-ATs that made an appearance in the movie, so that's pretty much who it is. Card's not too bad, but it's not great either. It's a mediocre condition. Here's another one that's in pretty good shape. If the bubble wasn't yellow, it would be awesome. It's still grade worthy, I think. Han Solo in trench coat from Return of the Jedi. Figure's still taped. Bubble seems strong. So a little dent down here. And the card's not bad, and it is unpunched. Here's another one that's pretty rough. Bubble's messed up. Card's messed up. This was not stored very well. There's some obvious weathered or moisture damage. So this will be another one that gets listed rather quickly just to get rid of it. Here's another one that's pretty rough. Let me move these to the side so I can get this on camera. Here's a Bib Fortuna. The card is pretty damaged. Bubble's yellow. It's not cracked. It's kind of separating off from the card down here. And as you can see, the back is pretty rough over here. So this will be another one that goes up pretty quick. And last of the rough ones, here's a Lando Calrissian in Skiff Guard disguise. The card's pretty banged up. The bubble's not too bad. But this will be another one that gets listed pretty quickly. All right, so those were the rough to medium. Actually, there were a few in here that were pretty nice. I take that. Now we're getting into the ones that I saw at first that were in nice condition. This is a good one. Luke Skywalker, Power of the Force, in battle poncho, yellow bubble, but it's not, kind of unpunched. It's been punched a little bit, but it's still attached. Card's in pretty good condition. Again, this is one that I will probably send in to get graded. Here's another one that's going to get sent in for grading. This is an Empire Strikes Back Yoda with the orange snake. Back looks pretty good. Here we go. Here's an, oops, you have an avalanche over here. See if I can balance them out. All right. An Empire Strikes Back, Lando Calrissian, very nice. Bubble's pretty clear. There is a dent over there, but I'm still going to send this in to get graded because they grade heavily more, it seems like, on the card than they do the bubble or the figure. It's pretty nice. Here's another Power of the Force. If it didn't have this tear up here where the price tag was, this would be really nice. It's unpunched. B-Wing pilot. Again, something probably going to get sent in for grading. Here's an Empire Strikes Back unpunched Lobot. It's got some little veining or creasing down here, and this corner's creased up, but it's still, the card's pretty good. The bubble's clear, not dented or cracked, unpunched. Again, this is another one for grading. Here's an Empire Strikes Back Rebel Commander. Bubble's dinged up a little bit. Card's not in great condition, so this will be one that will get listed. I forgot, I must have missed the back here, but still not bad overall. Now we're getting into the really good stuff. I'm going to save these guys for last. These are all going to go get sent in for grading. So first up is a Hammerhead. Fortunately, actually, he wasn't one of the original 12. So this is actually his first carded figure on a Star Wars card. They reprinted it in Empire and Jedi, but the bubble is dented up a little bit, but something this old is still going to get sent in to get graded. This is a 21 back So he's one of the newer 9 newer figures to go with the original 12. So this is going to get graded. This one probably is not going to get graded because the bubble is in such bad condition. But it is Princess Leia, and the card is unpunched. But there is a crack in the bubble, and as you can see, some dirt or something got in there and got on her leg. So I probably will not send this one to get graded because the bubble's in such bad shape and the figure's got some dirt on her legs. So unfortunate, but and this was is this 20 back? Yeah, this is a 20 back with the Boba Fett offer, which is, again, such a shame the bubble's messed up. This one is in really nice condition. It's R5D4 with the Boba Fett offer. So this is a 20 back. Some creasing and everything. I'm on the fence on this one. I don't know if it'll get graded or not, or if I'll just sell it as is. And here's an R2D2. The bubble is cracked over here, unfortunately, so it's probably not going to send this one in either. But the figure looks beautiful. The card is really nice, and the bubble is clear. And this is a 21 back card. I saved the best 4 for last. Actually, before we get into that, there was one graded figure already in the collection. And it was this FX7 from Empire Strikes Back. It got an 80 near mint. As you can see, subgrades card was 80, bubble was 85, figure was 85. So like I said, the card grade is the one that carries the overall grade because, 285s and 80 should be an 85, but it's an 80. And they come in these nice acrylic cases for you to display. So now that that's out of the way, now we're getting into the 4 main figures in this collection. Here, so this is an original 12 back Jawa. As you can see, there's the original 12 figures on the back of the card. The bubble is dented up, and it may be cracked, but it's still going to get sent in to get graded because of what it is. And that's probably the one that's in the worst condition. This is probably the one that's in the best condition, but it's a sand people. So the bubble is nice. It's beautiful. There's no cracks. There's no dents. It's not yellow. It's an unpunched card. Again, it's an original 12. The back is a little rougher. Some dirt or whatever from where it was stored. But again, this is going to get graded. Next up is Farm Boy Luke Skywalker. Unpunched card, but the bubble is dented up on both sides. It is not cracked, so that's good. And there is a crease right here on the card. As you can see, it's an original 12 back. This is one of the Holy Grail figures that everyone wants for their collection on the card. Figures in really nice shape. And last but not least, if you saw the preview I showed of this figure in a video earlier this month, is the Darth Vader. So it's not unpunched. It was hung on a hanger, but the bubble is really nice, clear. Lightsaber, the tip is nice and straight, and the card is in really nice condition. There's some wear here, but again, this is another one that's going to get graded. And between the Luke, Vader, Jawa, and Sand People, plus anybody else that I send in to get graded, there's a little damage on the card over here that I didn't notice at first. should recoup all our money plus profit for the purchase, and then everything else we make and all the loose figures, which, like I said, will be coming up in another video. We should make a pretty decent profit off that purchase. Well, I thank everyone for watching. If you like this type of content, I will be doing more non-card videos. We do get new shipments of action figures, mostly Star Wars, some G.I. Joe, and I'll do like kind of like an opening review or what have you, and just show, you know, the front back figure, give you my thoughts, and then we'll put it up for sale. So if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up button on the video, leave a comment, let me know what your favorite figure is, if you still have any of these. If you're in my age group, I was born in the 70s, so this came out when I was a kid. Like I said, I still have some of these in my collection. I've been able to purchase carded figures here and there, and I have a lot of loose figures in my collection as well. Let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Till next time, everyone, have a good night.